This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Alright, continuing on, the next person is this Lost Son of Phil. Tip me $5, and that is the top tip of the day, first of all. Alright, the Lost Son of Phil says the following. I think he has a lot to say, so let's see here. First of all, he says, I have 2 comments. Why do you cheese your way in boss battles and then boast that it was easy?
Overinflated ego.
That is way too general of a comment, to make. Because you gave no frame of reference of what you're talking about. I do not always cheese every boss. In fact, I wouldn't even know how to say, how do you cheese every boss, when in reality, most games I play honestly for the first time. I don't even know anything about the bosses, you know.
Yeah, I can't find the solution to this. No one has it. I'd have to watch someone's video playthrough of the game to get this. Yeah. No one has a fact up that has the solution at all. Wow.
In essence, when I'm playing a game for the first time, I always go in cold turkey, and try to give it, like, as I say, a good old college try. Now, if I get stuck on the boss, yeah, I'll accept advice and or tips on how to beat it. But in general, I don't go in with any prerequisite knowledge of how to fight said boss. So it may just be that I get lucky and you think that I somehow cheesed the boss or whatever, but in reality I didn't. Or at least I just got lucky and that's how I knew how to, or figured out how to do it.
Chronic liar.
Now if you're talking about a certain game franchise or whatever and you want to address a certain situation, great, I'd love to respond to that, but I don't know what you're talking about, alright? So, thank you for the $5 tip, and I don't know how to address that because I don't have enough information really to be more specific, okay? Now, your second question, he says, a common criticism against you is that you mimic other accents and stereotypes, but I find it hilarious personally. Again, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we talked about this the other day. I have certain mannerisms in my speech patterns. Like, for example, I'll say, the bottom line is, all the time. Okay? That's just something that I say. It's just something that somehow got into my dialect, my way of talking. I don't know why, but I say the bottom line is a lot. I use certain words like, okay, etc., to kill time while I'm talking live, because what that does is allows my brain to have extra processing time to think about what I want to say. In fact, back in the day, I used to be known as, wow, Phil, you're one of those YouTubers that you can just go on a tear, and your videos are always one take. You don't do jump cuts.
Like, there's no effort here at all.
Minimum effort, minimum money and time involved, maximum profit.
You don't do multiple takes like every other YouTuber. Instead, you just talk to the camera at length, and it's pretty impressive that you can do that and not need a cut or an interruption. It's obvious that you have the ability to, on the fly, formulate thoughts in your head.
People are watching because they like my personality. They like how I react to video games when I play them. They like interacting with me on a daily basis and hanging out. You know what I mean?
And say what you want to say all at once, rather than these other YouTubers who constantly are cutting and cutting their videos up. It's obvious they don't. They probably take a million cuts and just formulate, edit together what they want to say at the end of the day out of all the stuff that they've recorded. Okay? And it's true. But because of that, because I'm kind of known as a one-take guy, number one, I think that's why I do so good on streams. Like, on streams, you can't edit what you're saying, right? So you need to have that kind of free-flowing thought pattern that allows you to say what you want to say on the fly and in reaction to what you guys are saying and doing live, you know, immediately.
The reactionary content is the worst kind of content. It's like, I have nothing to say or do myself. I can't do anything creative or positive for myself. So instead, I take what other people say and do, and then I comment on it. That's not creative content. That's the easiest way out, because I'm not going to sit here and be a fucking Muppet for a camera and completely overreact on purpose to draw an overreaction to try to make money. You know, I've never been like that. You guys know that. I'm a genuine dude. That's not me. I'm not Mr. Ridiculous, ham-it-up overreaction nonsense. All right? Live reaction to something is basically you overreacting to get a response from your viewership, and it works because people are gullible.
Yeah, there's no edit, no jump cuts, no time for me to edit videos. It's just I got to be able to think on my feet. So if anything, having that ability on YouTube over the years actually really aided me when I went into live streaming full time. But in particular, you're saying I copy certain mannerisms and accents and stereotypes. I don't know about that. I don't actively try to do that at all. Maybe it's happened over the years. Maybe I've absorbed certain mannerisms and ways that I say things and accents. I have no idea. All I know is I grew up in Connecticut. I speak just like everyone else who lives in Connecticut. It wasn't like people in Connecticut told me that I spoke weird. Basically I talk just like people who live there, okay? I did notice when I started making videos for YouTube that people would say, oh, he sounds like this or he sounds like that. But no one could ever say, oh, he definitively sounds like this one accent. Everyone just said it was kind of like an original thing. I don't know. To me, I have no accent because I've talked like this my whole life, right? And that's the thing. When you live somewhere with a certain dialect, a certain inflection in your voice, a certain tone to your voice, a certain accent per se, you don't realize you have that accent. To you, that's just a normal way of talking. So, I don't know. You say I have certain accents and stereotypes, and he says he finds it hilarious. I don't even know what that would be. You guys would know better than me, right? You guys would definitely know, the people who are watching and listening, because you all come from different places around the world. Some of you are in different places in the United States. Some of you are in Canada. Some of you are across the pond over in the UK. Some of you are other various parts of Europe. Some people even watch me from Asia and other places. Pretty awesome. The amount of people that I get watching me around the world and the variety of cultures and things that are involved in watching my content. But I don't, I wouldn't know how you think I sound, okay? No, oh my god, here we go again. No, I've never been called a Fredo. As I've already said yesterday, that's the most ridiculously stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. Do you think that Fredo is a culturally insulting, insensitive thing for Italians? That's fucking stupid. That's just stupidity.
At this point, I've now been doing this for 11 years. I'm not going to change. You know what I mean?
So, Rumpelstiltskin sent me $2 and says that he's still banned. Let me take a look here. Hold on, Rumpelstiltskins. Let me take a look at your account. I unbanned you a bunch last night, but then you kept getting yourself banned. I mean, there's not much I can do about it when you keep getting yourself banned, man. I'm trying to be nice, but you keep violating the rules. Alright, so here's the deal. If I'm gonna unban you this time, alright, it's very simple. Not only, you have to abide by the rules, no spamming of caps, no accusing other people of anything. Essentially, you just have to hang out and be chill. You have to relax. Because that's the thing, like, every time you're in the stream chat, it becomes drama, and it becomes like, why are you doing that? Just sit here and relax, enjoy the gameplay. Don't get into arguments with mods. Don't get into arguments with other stream chatters. Don't get into arguments at all. Just sit here and relax. I don't know how many times I can kind of, like, reiterate this to you. Alright, Rumpelstiltskins just hit me another $3 and said, very nice, sounds good, sir. Alright. Rumpelstiltskins, I'm gonna unban you, and I hope that you really, you stick to your word this time, man. I hope so. I hope that you've learned. Alright, very nice.
Give me the money. Make money. Follow that formula that makes money.
Oh, here we go. Lost Son of Phil took me another $1. Said to clarify for the accents, the way you mimicked the Asian accents in Sleeping Dogs. For example, for choosing the bosses, I'm referring to, for example, the Cyclops monsters in Breath of the Wild from the tip of my head. I don't remember the Cyclops monsters in Breath of the Wild. I really don't. Cyclops monsters. The Cyclops monsters. I don't remember. That was over 2 years ago, so I'm like blank. I have no recollection of what you're talking about there. So I say what you're saying, not necessarily my mannerisms or my dialect, but sometimes when I will mimic a cultural accent, for example. Like I pretend I'm an Asian person speaking English or something. I gotcha. The thing is, I don't really do that often anymore. Every once in a while, I'll pull it out just for variety's sake or whatever.
Ayúdame, por favor. Es muy importante. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, cabrón. Dios mío. Ay, ay, ay. Mi cabeza.
But so many people in the modern era get so uppity and angry. Oh my god, you used an accent to make fun of a culture. How could you? I am so offended that I am writing the board of directors of Twitch immediately to get you permanently removed from the site because I feel that you're so culturally insensitive that you will ruin our children and the world will never be a safe place with you around it. So, every once in a while I'll bring it out, for variety, but I'm not going to just sit here and do it all the time because people basically get so upset about it. And the thing is, like, I'm the complete opposite of that. Like, for me, I'm Italian. I'm a quarter Italian. I'm a quarter Polish. I don't give a shit if anyone makes fun of Italians. Like, and people do all the time. I don't care. Fredo. Fredo is an Italian insult. No, it's not, you dumbass. But anyway, that's what I mean. Like, I don't care about that. For me, I think it's fun. Go ahead. Poke at my culture. I don't give a shit. Why am I so proud that I can't take a joke. But that's me, and I understand that there's people in the modern era that aren't like that, so that's why I gotta be careful about that stuff. Back in the day, I used to do it all the time. Now I barely ever do it, so.
I need a sip.
Alice Telemon cheered again. He says, everyone's a goddamn snowflake. Glad I was born in 1978. Long live the 80s. Yeah, you know, those of us who've been around for a while, I'm 37. Sounds like Alice Telemon's a little bit older than me. I think we have a lot thicker skin when it comes to the kind of stuff because we grew up in eras where basically that was comedy. Like, it was always comedy to make fun of someone's race, to make fun of someone's culture, to make fun of someone's gender. Like, that was accepted.
I have incredibly thick skin.
Now, in the modern era, things are so protected, things are so different, that, you know...
People in general live sheltered lives at home. Their only interaction is over the internet. You know?
And so, God forbid someone on the internet say something that could be found offensive. Now you get 40,000 tweets about it. Which I've personally seen to myself. I say something on Twitter that I think is just an off-the-cuff joke and should not be offensive. And so many fucking idiots react to it. And then they try to virally spread the tweet to make more people react in, like, shock. I'm like, wow, you guys are really stupid.
Putting that out on Twitter is going to cause trouble. I know that logically in this head. I know that's stupid, you know, but I did it anyway. And it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake that I put that on fucking Twitter. No, sir, it wasn't. That was my depression.
Like, if you're offended by a random comment on Twitter, right, that isn't even like a direct attack on someone, it's just a generalized statement, what that tells me is that you just don't have too much going on in your life. Like, seriously, if a generalized joke on Twitter is so offensive to you that now you have to mobilize an attack force on the internet to fucking go after someone for something that was such an off-the-cuff remark or something, you have too much free time. Why aren't you out working? Why aren't you making money to pay the bills? Why aren't you raising children? Why aren't you doing things that are meaningful in life that all you do is sit on the fucking internet and whine and complain about a random comment from someone on social media? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, DSP, you gotta get a job.
DSP, get a damn job.
Hey, DSP, Tyrone says you need to get a job, dude.
Everybody should work.
Hey, DSP, yo, get a job, dude.
DSP, keep coasting, bud. It'll be all right. Keep coasting, brother.
DSP, get a job.
Oh my god, here we go, moron. I have a job, it's much better than yours. Stupid. The hilarious part about morons who say stuff in the stream chat like, or you can get a job, which is what that guy just said and just got permanently banned. This job pays more than any job I've ever had in my entire life, including when I had a full-time office job for 5 years. I still make more doing this job than that. That's just complete ignorant children who say stupid shit like that. They don't seem to understand.
If you have a life, if you're busy, you don't have time to fucking worry about this stupid shit. But these people don't have lives. They just sit there with nothing to fucking do, and they crap on every possible thing on the internet and say that's offensive. And to me, that's just ludicrous, you know?
He almost got me toxic. He almost got me toxic.
I'm sorry, that's my belief. So, you can completely disagree. Go right ahead, and that's okay. But for me, to get offended about every little thing on the internet is so dumb. And I agree with Alice Telemon. You know, we grew up in a completely different era, all right, where, again, it was common for this stuff to be talked about. It was common to joke about this kind of stuff. And now it's like, if you even bring it up, oh my God, you're so insensitive and you're so this and that. It's like, but wait a minute, you know, just 10, 15 years ago, when I started on YouTube 10 years ago, it was commonplace to have jokes like this and do stuff like that. And now people pull that shit up as evidence that you're racially insensitive and shit. It's like, wait a minute, what? No, it was a different time when not everyone was offended by every little thing because they had so much fucking free time on the internet that they could nitpick every comment you ever made as if it was something factual. You know, like a joke that I made 10 years ago constitutes an actual truthful belief that I have about a race or a culture rather than just taking it as a fucking joke, right? But that's how these people are. When you have too much time on your hands, you nitpick everything, you microanalyze everything, and you try to make yourself feel better by finding mistakes and shortcomings of other people who've been around and had a public persona for quite some time. So that's life. Now Rumpelstiltskin says you got banned again. Dude, Rumpelstiltskin, what did you do, dude? Seriously, at this point now, I'm getting angry. I just fucking unbanned you. What the hell did you do? Now it won't even give me your chat logs. It says an unexpected error occurred. It won't even give me your chat logs. Let me try again. Oh my God. Dude, I'm just looking at what you said. What? I give up. Dude, I seriously, I can't unban you again. You have not learned a single thing. You have not learned a single thing. You said, I'm going to say be very, very properly behaved. Then you started spamming in caps. Then you started saying racially offensive terms. Then you started, oh my God. Dude, what the fuck? I give up. I give up. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry, Rumpelstiltskins. I can't help you anymore. If you can't help yourself, I can't help you.
It's obvious you have no self-control. You have zero self-control.
I'm done with it. I'm not unbanning you this time. That's it. You immediately said I'm gonna behave, and then immediately went back to your old ways. So there's nothing I can do about it, dude. Sorry.
Unleash the beast. Toxic. Oh. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.